The laughter hit before the words did. 45 mouths opened. 45 judgments landed at once. The clink of silverware froze in midair. My wife was standing. Her wine glass sat untouched. Her smile looked rehearsed. Her hand rested on his knee. That's what I noticed first. Not the humiliation. Not the feeling of the room tilting around me. Her fingers. Possessive. Certain. Congratulations, failure, she said, her voice light and playful. We're finished. Applause followed. Someone actually clapped. He leaned back in his chair like he owned the place. Like he'd always been there. Like the seat beside her had never been mine. I didn't look at him. I didn't look at her. Instead, I slid a black envelope across the table. It made a soft sound. Paper against linen. A sound only I seemed to hear. Call your parents, I said. The room quieted. Confused laughter lingered, unsure whether this was part of the show. Tell them their house is gone. Her smile flickered. Then call your sisters, I continued. Tell them the trust just vanished. Silence. Not shock yet. Just the first hairline crack. And I watched it spread. Months earlier, the first sign wasn't lipstick stains or late nights. It was kindness. A new softness in her voice that wasn't meant for me. Patience I hadn't earned. She stopped fighting. Stopped asking questions. Stopped caring whether I noticed. That's when I knew something had ended. I just didn't know when or with whom. I told myself I was imagining it. I told myself exhaustion can create distance. That marriages sometimes rot quietly. But rot has a smell. And hers followed her everywhere. Her phone was always face down. The bathroom door was always locked. A laugh she'd swallow before it reached me. I started counting days by what she forgot to tell me. The gym. The errands. The work dinners that somehow never left a receipt trail. I didn't confront her. I adjusted. I listened. I watched. I learned that love doesn't disappear. It relocates. And when I finally saw his name light up her screen, she didn't even flinch. That hurt more than the affair itself. Because it meant she wasn't afraid of losing me. She was certain. I didn't scream. I didn't beg. I opened accounts she didn't know about. Reviewed documents she'd never bothered to read. Our entire life had been built on assumptions. And assumptions favor the patient. I tracked spending patterns. Transfers disguised as family support. Funny thing about betrayal. People get sloppy when they think they're winning. She thought she was clever. She forgot I was methodical. Her parents' house had been signed over years ago. Her sister's trust was managed under a clause she never bothered to understand. I didn't take anything that wasn't already mine to protect. I simply removed her access. I let the truth age. Let it sharpen. And I waited. I waited for the moment she'd want witnesses. People like her need an audience. So I gave her one. The envelope wasn't dramatic. No letters. No threats. Just documents. Bank closures. Property transfers. Legal confirmations. Facts. She opened it with a laugh still trembling on her lips. Then she stopped breathing. Her boyfriend leaned closer and whispered something. She didn't hear him. Her hands shook. Not violently. Just enough to betray her. You can't, she said. For the first time that night, I met her eyes. I already did. She stood there exposed. Not angry. Small. Her parents called first. Then her sisters. Then silence. No one laughed anymore. Someone excused themselves. Someone else pretended to check their phone. The same room that had cheered her cruelty now avoided her collapse. She reached for me. I stepped back. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't explain. I simply let the weight of understanding settle on her shoulders. That was the punishment. Not loss. Awareness. She realized then that I hadn't been blind. I'd been waiting. Her boyfriend stood up, muttered something about not knowing, and left without looking back. Of course he did. He hadn't loved her. He had only rented her confidence. And the lease had expired. I paid the bill and walked out into the night air. No applause. No victory speech. Just distance. I didn't feel powerful. I felt clear. Somewhere behind me, a woman learned what it costs to underestimate silence. And I learned something too. Love doesn't end with betrayal. It ends when you stop needing to be understood. I never looked back. There was nothing left to reclaim.